Right, people, you welcome to another exciting episode of Social Trends on SMTV. I go by the name Nanaya Listo. Before we get to what we are going to discuss today, let me give you a gentle reminder. So, on 6th May, there was a huge distraction, which was flood. A rainstorm happened, and there was a flood everywhere. And flood is not something on news when it comes to Accra and its surrounding, but GMEX also released a statement a statement on 6th May stating that we are going to experience rainstorm, wind, and all that through these weeks, all up to June, July. So whenever you are going out, make sure you go out with your umbrella. Make sure you psych your mind that there's a possibility of raining on that very day. And then if you have nothing to do, please stay home so that you won't fall victim to all these flood issues of all over, just like what happened about 2 days ago here around on Accra or Dokor Stretch, so that you fall victims to that. Again, my name is Nanaya Listo. So before we get to discussion, as I said earlier, let's take this very quick turn. We'll be right back.
SMT, the hub of thrills.
All right, welcome back. And as I said earlier on, we are digging on what is trending today in Ghana. I still go by the name Nanaya Listo. So on to our first story, Ghana has now received a new member to our community. And if we were to be like 3 million, now we are 3 million and one. Yeah, so American rapper and singer, he goes by the name Steve Wonder. So if you probably heard a song from Wendy Shea saying, and just like Stevie Wonder. Yes, so that very man has been inaugurated, or let's say he has granted a Ghanaian citizenship. So he's now a Ghanaian, and he's part of us now. It's a good thing, and it's a good initiative, and he's seeking to help people who are also visually impaired. So this man is actually blind, and he can play guitar, he can play piano, he can literally do everything. And as part of his birthday celebration, a Ghana president, Akufo-Addo, granted him a citizenship to be a Ghanaian. And also, he made mention that he's since the 90s that he visited Ghana, he has always visioned to be a Ghanaian. So now we have received Steve Wonder as a Ghanaian, and it's a good initiative out there. Very good there. So on to our next story. So again, Ghana has been on the map. Always we say that. And so a Ghanaian 1-year-old boy, he's called Ace Lim, has been granted or successfully secured the world record of the youngest male artist. This guy is very young, not just young, he's just 1 year old, and he's an artist and he draws, right? So he has been granted Guinness World Record. This started happening from January, I think so. He granted a lot of interviews stating that he, with the mother, yes. So he wants to embark on Guinness World Record, and successfully, this 1-year-old guy has been, or he is now in the book of world record, Guinness World Record, and he's making Ghana proud. So, what else is stopping you from also achieving your goals? This 1-year-old guy has been, or yes, has been able to achieve what even 20-year-old guy or 20-year-old man to do. This 1-year-old guy has been able to do it. So nothing should stop you from achieving what you are supposed to achieve. Get out there and do what you think is right. Despite the criticisms, you're going to achieve that. Okay, so now on to our third story. So let me tell you this very scenario thing. When we were young, we used to play a lot, but there are certain things that we do. Like we have this joke, or we have this play that we do, Zangama. When you sit down, we just knock on your head and all that. This is a funny thing that we do when we're young. But as growing up, you get to be matured of what you do. Now, there is this guy, he has cut his finger, and he has placed the finger on his neck as a necklace and roaming about and bragging about what he has done. Do you think that is a good initiative? But before we talk about it, let's go and watch this very video, and then when we come back, we'll talk about what it is to do such things. Is it a good thing or just a thing to brag about it? Let's go and watch this video. So you saw that, right? So there are a lot of comments that came, but I'll read just some of it. Somebody is saying that Abi, you use them for money. Is a bizarre thing to do, to just cut your hand as a fashion. You see, Black Sharif will dress very nicely, and people will criticize and be like, "Oh, what type of dressing is this? This is what this guy called fashion." And he has cut off his hand and he's placed it on his neck as a necklace, and he's using it as a fun. Another one too is saying that this guy in black and white will rush too much. Hey, and somebody is also saying Abadam. It's a bizarre thing to do. But what do you also think? Is it a right thing to do? Let's hear your comments in the comment section, and let's get to our last story. All right, so on to our last story for the day. You know, there is this same thing that ladies used to say. They'll be like, "Oh, okay, so my bride price is supposed to be like this amount. I want my bride price to be like this. I want my wedding to be like this. I want my wedding to be like that." As for men, they are just waiting for you to just say what you have to say. But there is this guy with a bride list. You see, when you're going to marry, they'll give you a list to like for what you are supposed to do and what you're supposed to bring. There's a long list of what. But before, let's go and watch this video, and then we'll still talk about some of the comments some people gave about what this man is going to do.
Sorry to leave now. I think I made some list of people to me might be some oh okay yeah it's me more yeah I'm sure yeah God bless you all. Bye.
All right, Abi saw what is happening there. So I'll read this very comment, and then we talk about. So somebody is saying that bro used that platform to check if his bet is going on well. So do you think it's a bet slip or is a bride pride list for what? As it's actually a wedding though, but what do you also think of this very list? Let's hear your comments in the comment section. And that's all for you today on Social Trend on SMTV. I go by the name Nana Listo. So this program was proudly sponsored by SM Group of Companies. You can locate them at Kumasi near Yatantua Girls for anything you need on roofings. So if you're building a house, if you need roofings, you can get SM Group of Company at Kumasi for your roofings. And also when it comes to Maryland City, if you need anything concerning farm work and all that, you should also check out them on Maryland City for your farm work. And also if you need anything concerning printing, photographies, anything format in big format or anything at all, just contact them at Columba for your printing and all that. You can call them on 0241 643 611. I take it again, 0241 643 611. And also Alana smoothies. They are smoothies that you need to take every time and for your everything that you need concerning any smoothies. You can call Alana Smoothies for your smoothies on 0531 648 339. 0531 648 339. I go by the name Nanaya Listo. Always be positive. We'll meet again, but before that, goodbye for now.